Happy morning to you all. Blue Stars High Secondary School welcomes you all to learn this poem, Everest is Not the Only Peak, which was written by Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy and then his pen name Kulothungan. Now, before entering into the poem, we are going to learn about the poet. Who is he? He is Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy. His period is 1929 to 2016. He was born on 14th July 1929 and he was born in an agricultural family in a small village, Vangalampalayam in Karur district. He obtained his M.Tech degree at IIT Kharagpur and his PhD in hydrology and water resources from the University of Illinois, USA. He is an eminent technologist, a man of letters, and an educationist known for his pioneering contributions in hydrology, literature, and education. He authored 6 volumes of poems and 7 of prose essays, which earned him the Thiruvalluvar Award by the government of Tamil Nadu in 1999. He won the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1988 for his book Vazhum Valluvam. He received the Padma Bhushan in 2002 and the Padma Shri in 1992. His works deal with the themes that reflect the gamut of a human progress and all the pervasive effort of human effort. He was the former Vice Chancellor of Madurai Kamaraj University, 1978 and 1979. And then Anna University, 1981 to 1990. And then Indira Gandhi National Open University, 1990 to 1994. And Tamil Virtual University, 2001 to 2016. He wrote poems under the name of Kulothungan. Finally, he died on 10th December 2016. Now we are going to see about the poem. First of all, warm-up exercises given here. You have to identify the following personalities and their fields of achievement. First of all, Kailash Satyarthi is very famous in social activity. Next, Nammalvar, who is very popular in organic farming. Is very famous in traditional agriculture. And then V. Shanta. She is well known in cancer treatment. And then Pachendri Pal, who is very famous in mountaineering field. Mithali Durairaj. She is very famous in cricket. Pichai Sundararajan. He is a very popular person in IT field. Amartya Sen is a famous economist. Kalpana Chawla. She is very achieved one in aerospace engineering. What is Mount Everest? Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. It rises about 5.5 miles, that means 8.9 kilometers above sea level. It's one of the mountains that make up the Himalaya on the frontiers of Tibet and Nepal, north of India. Again, we are going to see the same personalities and their field of achievements. Sundar Pichai. It's a very popular and then a very wonderful person in information technology. Pachendri Pal, who is a very talented in mountaineering. And then Mithali Durairaj, she is a very popular cricket player. Amartya Sen, a famous economist. Kailash Satyarthi, social activist. Nammalvar, very popular in organic farming. Mention a remarkable achievement of any of these personalities. V. Shanta. She is a prominent cancer specialist and the chairperson of Adyar Cancer Institute, Chennai. Her career has included organizing care for cancer patients and research in the prevention and cure of the disease. Her work won several awards, including the Magsaysay Award, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian award by Government of India. What quality do you admire the most in each of these achievers? I admire their perseverance, dedication, and commitment for the cause they have championed. What are the qualities there that you may share with them? I share the following qualities with them: unflinching commitment, selflessness, service-mindedness, firm determination. Name a few more popular personalities who have made our nation proud. Sachin Tendulkar, Dr. Mailsamy Annadurai, M.S. Subbulakshmi, Dr. Abdul Kalam, J. Krishnamurthy, Infosys N.R. Narayana Murthy. Now, Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy, known as Kulothungan, he was an eminent technologist and a man of letters. In his poem, Everest is not the only peak, he enumerates why an ordinary man's achievement should also be appreciated and accounted. We may not have many good qualities to be known to the world, but we can be proud and we can feel that we are also distinguished persons in the society. Whatever we do should be done with a devotion and commitment. We should have this quality as our nature. We always hate defeat. Everyone wants to win in this world. We should have courage to face any situation. We should never bow down before others for any unnecessary favors. Just to gain something, we should not show respect to anybody. We should praise those who do praiseworthy activities in the society. We may hold a humble position in this world, but we should be proud of our position. The way we live in this world is important. We should lead a life of dignity and honor without kneeling or bending before others to get any benefit. Climbing Everest is not the only achievement. Even climbing a small hillock is also an achievement. Every small action has a success behind it. It does not matter what height we reach in the society. One who does not bend before others to gain favors will be respected as a king. We should respect the competent and meritorious people and those who could stand on their own to complete their mission. Such people act as a ladder for the upliftment of the mankind. Honor is a common property for all. If we love with a dignity and pride, we need not worry about what status we have in society. Now we are going to see the poetic lines of the poem. Everest is not the only peak. We are proud and feel so tall. Our virtues though be few and small. Our nature it is that whatever we try, we do with devotion deep and true. In these lines, the poet talks about the good qualities of human beings that make them feel proud and established, though they have a few qualities in them. We are proud and feel so high about ourselves. Our good qualities may be few and small in quantity. It is our nature that whatever we try, we do it with deep and true devotion. The second stanza of the poem. Defeat we repel, courage our foe. Cringing from the others we haven't done. To seek a gain we adore none. We are proud and feel so tall. Here in these lines, He says that all humans by nature carry out their action with loyal commitment and dedication. The poet says that we hate defeat and we courageously try to achieve our aim, sometimes behaving in an humble or servile way. We achieve our aim. The poet says that it's our duty and mission to praise the people who win in their action to achieve their aim. We move back by force, avoiding the defeat, and our bravery is a strong fort. We haven't bent our head or body in fear to anyone. We don't flatter anyone to gain something. We are always proud of us and feel so high about us. Third stanza of the poem. We deem it our duty and mission in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Never shall we fail in what we commit, shall nourish the ones that nourish the world. We consider it as our duty and aim in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Never shall we fail to do what we have promised. We shall promote the ones that strengthen or build up the world. So here, what he is trying to say, the poet says that it's our duty and mission to praise the people who win in their action to achieve their aim. He will provide all support to the people who struggle for the growth and development of the world. Next stanza. We are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. Our pride springs from the way we live. Ours is a path of dignity and honor, a life that knows no kneeling and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. Here, we are proud of the position. Though we are proud of the positions we hold, we are as humble as we are. Our pride springs. Our pride arises from the way we live. Our path is the path of nobility and honor. We lead a life that does not know the kneeling and bending to gain benefits from others. He feels proud of the position they hold by serving others. He feels that our character depends upon the life we live. He believes in the path of dignity and honor. He feels that a dignified life has no shortcomings, and he feels proud that he is very humble. Next stanza. Everest is not the only peak. Every hillock has a summit to boast. The height you reach is not that we care. He who does not stoop is a king we adore. Mount Everest is not the only peak which is the highest. Every small hill has the highest point of which we can speak with pride. The height that we reach is not that we care. He who does not bend his head or body to gain monetary benefits is a king we prize. He will not lower his moral standard for anything. The poet talks about Mount Everest, and every person who reaches the summit has something to boast as they reach highest position and be the best. The poet says that he does not care for the people who achieved in their action, but care for their wisdom. When they do not descend from dignity, they are like a king. They are living as a king there. The last stanza. We bow before competence and merit. The ones that are true and stand on their own are really the ladder for the rise of man. Honor is a property common to all. In dignity and pride, no one need to be poor. You are proud and feel so tall. We bow to the persons who are meritorious and who have the ability to do something efficiently. The people who are true and stand on their own are really the ladder for the upliftment of the human beings. Our honor is our property, which is common to the humanity. A life of truth and dignity is our property. If we follow the path of nobility and pride, we are not poor. We are always rich. So, we should always be proud and feel high of ourselves. The poet respects the people who compete efficiently to achieve their aim. We respect the people who are worthy in their deeds. The poet says that the persons who are true and independent will serve as a ladder for the rise of man, for the upliftment of the man. Honor and dignity of a man improves his status. The poet says that when it comes to character like dignity and pride, no one is poor, and one should feel proud that he has good quality. Now we are going to see about the whole poem. Everest is not the only peak. In this poem, Klothungal, he insists strongly his views on the qualities of life and says that each one of us should be proud to do our work with deep devotion. We should always be optimistic, consider ourselves the best. This poem is an account of the poet's view on the qualities of life. We should feel proud and high of ourselves. Though our good qualities may be few and small in quantity, it's our nature that whatever we try, we do it with deep and true devotion. We avoid defeat by moving back from it. Our strong fort is our courage. We have not bent our head or body in fear of anyone. We don't flatter anyone to gain benefits. We are always proud of us and feel high about us. We consider it as our duty and aim in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Never shall we fail to do what we have promised. We shall promote the ones that strengthen or build up the world. Though we are proud of the positions we hold, we are as humble as we are. Our pride arises from the way we live, and our path is a way of nobility and honor. We lead a pure life without kneeling and bending for anyone in order to gain benefits. Mount Everest is not the only peak, which is the highest of all. Every small hill has the highest point of which we can speak with pride. We don't care of the height we reach. He who doesn't bend his head or body to gain monetary benefits, he is a king we adore. He is a person who will not lower his moral standard for anything. We should bow the persons who are meritorious and who have the ability to do something efficiently. The people who are true and stand on their own are really the ladder for the upliftment of man. Our honor, which is common to all, is our property. Finally, the poet assures that if you follow the path of nobility and pride, you are not poor. So we should always be proud and feel high of ourselves. Now we are going to see the important words which have helped us to understand this poem well. Virtues, good qualities. Devotion, loyal commitment towards a particular activity. Repel, hate or detest. Cringing, behaving in an excessively humble or servile way. Adore, worship someone. Nourish, to help the growth and development of someone. Summit, the highest point of a hill or a mountain peak. Stoop, yield or submit to a descent from dignity. Competence, the ability to do something efficiently. Merit, the quality of being particularly good or worthy. Now we are going to learn some short answers. Based on your understanding of the poem, answer the following questions in a sentence or two each. Which line is repeated in this poem? What is the effect created by this repetition? The line, "We are proud and feel so tall," is repeated in this poem. The repetition emphasizes the point that we are happy and proud with what we have and what we are. Who are the deserving ones? Deserving ones are those who are successful in achieving great things in this world. What quality does the speaker wish to nourish? What's the mission? The speaker wishes to nourish the quality which helps the growth and development of someone. The mission is to bless and appreciate such people. Which path should we follow in life? We should follow the path of dignity and honor. What does Everest in the title stand for? Everest in the title stands for great achievement. What does hillock refer to in the line? Every hillock has a summit to boast. Hillock refers to small achievement we accomplish in this world. Why does the speaker say Everest is not the only peak? Climbing Everest is not the only achievement. Even climbing a small hillock is also achievement. Here the speaker means that we should be happy with what we achieve in this world, big or small. What does the ladder symbolize? Ladder symbolizes the help we do for others to go up in their life. Now we are going to learn the appreciation questions. Read the given lines and answer the questions that follow. First one, our nature. It is that whatever we try, we do with devotion deep and true. Who does we refer to? The term we refers to people. How should we carry out our duties? We should carry out our work with deep devotion. Second, defeat we repel, courage our foe. How do we react to defeat? We hate defeat. Which is considered to be our stronghold? Courage is considered to be our stronghold. Third one, we are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. What is the speaker proud of? The speaker is proud of the position he holds in the society. How is the speaker both humble and proud? The speaker is proud of holding his position, but at the same time he is humble before others. Pick out the alliteration in these lines. Proud, position. Because both these two words starts with the same letter P. P for proud, P for position. Fourth one, he who does not stoop is a king we adore. We bow before competence and merit. Who is adored as a king? One who does not stoop in his movement towards achievement is adored. What is the figure of speech used in the first line? Metaphor. Fifth one, honor is our property common to all. In dignity and pride, no one need to be poor. Who are considered rich? Those who lead an honorable and dignified life are rich. What is their asset? Honor is their asset. Additional appreciation questions. The ones that are true and stand on their own. or really the ladder for the rise of the man. Who are mentioned as ladder here? The ones who are true in their life and who could stand on their own to face this world are mentioned as the ladder here. What do such people do in our society? Such people help others to rise in their life. We are proud and feel so tall, our virtues though be few and small. How should we live in this world? We should be proud of our life, and our life should be a life of high thinking. What does the poet talk about the virtues? Our virtues may be few in number and small in quality, but we should be proud of ourselves. A life that knows no kneeling and bending, we are proud and feel so tall. What kind of life should we lead in this world? We should not kneel or bend before others to gain something from them. How should we feel in this world? We should feel proud and high in this world. Now we are going to learn the ERC questions. Explain the following lines with reference to the context. To seek up gain, we adore none. We are proud and feel so tall. Reference. These lines are taken from the poem Everest is not the only peak, written by Professor Kulandaisamy. Context. The poet says that we may be humble, but we need not worship anybody. Explanation. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy, known as Kulothungan, was an eminent technologist and a man of letters. In his poem Everest is not the only peak, he enumerates why an ordinary man's achievement should also be appreciated and accounted. We should have courage to face any situation. We should never bow down before others for any unnecessary favors. Just to gain something, we should not show respect to anybody. Second one, we deem it our duty and mission in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Reference. These lines are taken from the poem Everest is not the only peak, written by Professor Kulandaisamy. Context. The poet wants to say that deserving men should be respected. Explanation. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy, known as Kulothungan, was an eminent technologist and a man of letters. In his poem, he enumerates why an ordinary man's achievement should also be appreciated and accounted. We should bless and praise those who do praiseworthy activities in the society. We have to take this as our duty and mission in this world. So people's accomplishments should never be forgotten. Third one, never shall we fail in what we commit. Shall nourish the ones that nourish the world. Reference. These lines are taken from the poem Everest is not the only peak, written by Professor Kulandaisamy. Context. The poet says that we should bless and praise those who deserve appreciation. Explanation. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy, known as Kulothungan, was an eminent technologist and a man of letters. In this poem, he enumerates why an ordinary man's achievement should also be appreciated and accounted. We should never fail to accomplish what we promise in the world. We should appreciate someone who helps the growth and development of others. Fourth one, our pride springs from the way we live. Ours is a path of dignity and honor. Reference. These lines are taken from the poem Everest is not the only peak, written by Professor Kulandaisamy. Context. The poet says that we should live a dignified life. Explanation. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy, known as Kulothungan, was an eminent technologist and a man of letters. In his poem Everest is not the only peak, he enumerates why an ordinary man's achievement should also be appreciated and accounted. Our pride does not come from our achievements, it comes from the way we lead our life in the society. Our way should be dignified and honorable. Fifth one, Everest is not the only peak, every hillock has a summit to boast. Reference. These lines were taken from the poem Everest is not the only peak, written by Professor Kulandaisamy. Context. The poet says that every attempt to move forward is as good as reaching a great peak. Explanation. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy, known as Kulothungan, was an eminent technologist and a man of letters. In his poem Everest is not the only peak, he enumerates why an ordinary man's achievement should also be appreciated and accounted. Everest may be the tallest peak, but there are other peaks also. Those who try to reach those peaks without stopping their attempt should also be prized. Climbing Everest is not the only achievement. Even climbing a small hillock is also an achievement. Every small action has a success behind it. It does not matter what height we reach in the society. One who does not bend before others to gain favors will be respected as a king. Next, we are going to learn the paragraph questions. First one, in what way is every hillock similar to Everest? First, we have to write the name of the poem. Everest is not the only peak. Then, the poet's name, Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy or Kulothungan. Theme, whatever we do should be done with devotion and commitment. We are proud and feel so tall, our virtues though be few and small. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy in his poem Everest is not the only peak brings to our understanding that some people may be lucky to achieve great things, but others will also achieve something according to their talents. Everest is not the only peak. There are other peaks which may not be as tall as Everest, but climbing them is also an achievement. We should feel proud and great for the virtues that we have. Whatever we do should be done with a deep devotion. We should hate defeat, and courage should be our stronghold. We may be humble, but we need not worship anybody else. We can bless and praise the achievers. We should be proud of the position we hold in the society. The pride for one comes from the way he leads his life in this world. Our path is dignified and honorable. We do not bend and kneel before others because we are proud of our life. Everest may be the tallest peak, but there are other peaks also. Those who try to reach those peaks without stopping their attempt should also be prized. We bow before the people of competence and merit. The second one, the poem does not focus on the destination but the journey towards it. Discuss. First, we have to write the poem's name. Everest is not the only peak. Poet, Professor V.C. Kulothungan or Kulandaisamy. Theme, whatever we do should be done with devotion and commitment. A life that knows no knowledge and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. Professor V.C. Kulandaisamy in his poem Everest is not the only peak brings to our understanding that some people may be lucky to achieve great things, but others will also achieve something according to their talents. Everest is not the only peak. There are other peaks which may not be as tall as Everest, but climbing them is also an achievement. The destination is not as important as the journey towards destination. This poem focuses more on the journey than on the destination. So the poet says that Everest is not the only peak and there are many other peaks before reaching Everest. Those who reach the other peaks are also achievers. Our life should be a life of dignity and honor. This poem does not praise only those who reach the destination. It praises even those who have competence and merit. The people who are true to their life and take their own stand are the ladder for others to rise to greater heights in their life. Honor is for everyone, for those who reach the destination and those who take the journey towards destination. Now we are going to see the creative activity. Write 8 words you associated with success. Goal, plan, hard work, smart work, right direction, commitment, achievement, confidence. Use the words to write 8 lines that mean success to you or how success makes you feel. We should have a goal which is aligned with our value system. We should make a plan to achieve our goal. We should work hard towards the goal. We should work smart only with the desired activities. We should follow the right direction towards the goal. We should have discussion with our like-minded people. Then we will enjoy success. Arrange your lines into a poem. Keeping goal in the first step for success. It should be followed by our plan to reach success. Hard work is our way of life to attain success. Along with hard work, smart work will bring success. Assessment of our work will keep us towards success. Right direction is a positive step to reach success. Discussion with our friends about how far is success. Following all the above steps will lead us to success. Thank you. Thank you, students.